Hey, what's up, guys? Scott here, back once more with another video. Just got off work for the day. Thought I'd just take this time to talk a little bit about Avengers Doomsday, of course. Only 42 weeks away. Movie I'm very excited for, of course. So, what I wanted to talk about today is two of my favorite MCU characters and their roles in the movie. That would be Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, or Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, and Namor, Namor the Submariner. In the MCU, he's the ruler of the kingdom of Talokan, or Talokan, which is kind of like the MCU version of Atlantis. So, anyway, these two characters have huge roles in the comics that these two Avengers movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars, that these Avengers movies are going to be based on. I've read the Secret Wars omnibus. Loved it. And these films are taking heavy inspiration from that. So, like I said, both Namor and Captain Marvel have huge roles in that story in the comics. And we know they're both going to be in these Avengers movies. So, I really hope that both of these characters have a central role in the movie version too. So Namor hates the surface world, but the events in Doomsday are going to require everyone of Earth to work together to stop Doctor Doom and what's going on. So I think Namor hopefully will be willing to set aside differences with the surface world to work with the other heroes to stop Doom from doing his plan. So, and that's kind of what happens in a lot in the comics, is he works with the Avengers and the other heroes when it calls for it, even though he despises the surface world. So obviously I'm hoping I've read Namor does some crazy stuff in this movie. I've heard he summons a giant tidal wave, and I heard he rides, and then also rides like a giant octopus into battle. I want to see Namor do some crazy stuff in this movie, man. Like, that dude is powerful, and he's a mutant too. And I like his new look for the movie too. He's wearing kind of a vest, and kind of like in the comics, he has a dark blue or black suit that he wears. I like the look. Can't wait to get a full look at his new suit for the movie. All right, now let's talk about Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel will definitely have a huge role in this movie, because at the end of the Marvels, Monica Rambeau gets trapped in the X-Men universe that's going to be a big part of Avengers Doomsday, this movie. So, some time has obviously passed in universe since the events of that movie. So this movie, Doomsday, probably picks up like 2 to 3 years after the Marvels, has taken place. So, Monica's been gone for a few years at least. So, or at least a couple years. So, now we're going to see a group of Avengers go to this X-Men universe where Monica Rambeau is now, but she's lived with the X-Men, for a couple of years now at least. So she's gotten to know them, maybe even considers them her new family. So when she sees Carol again, it's gonna be kind of awkward, especially if the Avengers and X-Men don't trust each other at first and they end up fighting, right? So maybe Monica can be that voice of reason that bridges the two teams together. But anyway, Captain Marvel is definitely going to have a huge role in this movie. And and I almost forgot, Kamala Khan's bangles that she uses, the two bangles, they are connected in some way to this whole story. Because, that's been implied a couple times that they are more than they seem. Same with Shang-Chi's rings. Shang-Chi's 10 rings, and then Kamala Khan's 2 bangles have some connection to Doctor Doom or the TVA or multiverse somehow. So those two objects will heavily come into play, I believe. So anyway, I want to see Captain Marvel do some epic stuff in this movie too. Like, I want to see her So I've read that her suit is going to be an adaptation of the suit that she has in Jed McKay's Avengers run in the comics, which is kind of sleeveless, but it has good mix of the red and blue, dark blue, even some gold into it, golden mixed in with it. So I'm excited to see her new suit for Avengers Doomsday. So definitely excited to see her, and I want to see her, help do some epic stuff against the Doom's forces for sure. And I can't wait to see Namor do what he does with his underwater powers too. So, two of my favorite characters and two characters I can't wait to see in this movie. This movie is getting closer and closer by the day, and I'm so excited to see it. So I'm going to keep the hype up. Anyway, guys.